Welcome to our practice. This is going to be a very, very slow-paced, gentle, take care of me kind of practice. My inspiration for practice actually was a little unusual maybe. I found myself baking banana bread this afternoon, and we're in 95-degree heat. So it was probably not the most ideal day to be cranking up the oven, but I was really craving some comfort, and that is what I want to bring to this evening's practice for you, is comfort, or whenever you're practicing. So I do invite you to first make sure you have everything on hand that you will need, and that will include blankets, blocks, a bolster, an eye pillow or beach towels, a pillow, blankets, and a washcloth. And then also make sure that you have some good wall space available, or alternatively, I don't have a really great wall space here because I've got a window half up. Make sure that you have like a chair or a stool or a bench that is easily accessible. And I invite you, now that you've set your sacred space, maybe you've turned on some nice music, a nice soothing playlist, I invite you to bring yourself down to your mat, lying on your back. And as I welcome you to this practice, I invite you to welcome yourself to your mat. But I invite you to do so with enthusiasm, as if you were welcoming someone who is so dear to you, and maybe whom you haven't seen in a while, and you just want to throw your arms wide and wrap your arms around this person. This person is you. So welcome yourself to your mat with enthusiasm, with joy. Once you get your body settled on your mat, lying on your back, we're going to begin by just observing our breath. Just noticing our natural breath, sensations as it enters the body and as it leaves the body. Now I invite you to connect with your body, with your physical sensations. So perhaps really bringing your awareness to the points of contact between you and your mat. Maybe bringing the hands palms down so that you can really feel the mat and the ground beneath your palms. Feeling if you have kind of a breeze, a fan blowing air or air conditioning, just feeling the texture of your clothes on your body. So really dropping deep into the body and experiencing all the sensations of the body for the next few moments. Now let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Do that 2 more times. So drawing in a nice deep breath in through the nose. And audibly sighing it out through the mouth, releasing. Feel your body getting a little heavier on your mat. One more nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, letting it all go. I invite you now to drop down into the body even more deeply and come into your heart center, where your true self, your inner divinity resides. I invite you to take a moment here to really connect with your heart center. Listen to the whisperings of your heart center. What is it that you need? What do you wish to cultivate? What do you wish to release? Why are you here on your mat? I invite you to set your intention for your practice. Once you've set that intention, I invite you to bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. We'll draw in another nice deep breath and allow that breath to circulate your intention to every beautiful, light-filled cell of your body before you gently release the breath. Turn your hands to your side. Just yogi's choice here. If you'd like to bring them palms up for receiving, or if you feel in need of more grounding, you can bring them palms down to your sides. As we're still lying on our backs on our mats. We're going to go through a little bit of a body scan. And as we do so, I invite you to bring a sense of ease and softening into each body part. So we'll be observing each part of the body, but in addition to observing, we'll also be inviting in ease and softening anything that we observe is tightened or clenched, or where we're holding something that is no longer serving us. So we'll begin with the crown of the head, the forehead, the jaw. I invite you to bring your awareness to your head. Observe where you may bring in ease and softening, and then invite those sensations in. Moving down to the neck, shoulders, observing any tightness in the neck and the shoulders. Maybe drawing in a deep breath and sending it to the neck and the shoulders to invite in ease and softening. Bringing our awareness down our arms, through our elbows, lower arms, wrists, all the way to the tips of the fingers. Observing the arms all the way down to the fingertips and inviting in ease and softening. Bringing our awareness to our torso. A lot of magic going on in the torso, all those internal organs. I invite you to observe the torso and see where you can invite ease and softening in. Maybe softening the belly. Bringing the awareness down to the hips. Hold a lot of emotions in our hips. Let's take in another nice deep breath and send that breath to the hips as we invite ease and softening in. Bringing the awareness down through the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, all the way to the tips of the toes. Observing the legs all the way down to the toes. And inviting in ease and softening. I invite you now to just take a moment as we lie on our backs on our mats and experience the body as a whole, each part connected. One more deep breath in through the nose, sighing it out through the mouth. I'm going to invite you to bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to come into constructive rest for a moment. If you would like to, you may bring the knees into the chest, roll to whichever side is more accessible to you, and perhaps grab a blanket or two. I've got one folded blanket. I'm going to place it behind my head. And then to lie back, you can bring yourself to lie on your side and then gently roll to your back for a nice gentle entry, because tonight is all about being gentle with ourselves. We have knees toward the sky. Feet are parallel to each other and about hip width apart. And then we're going to bring the knees in toward each other. And if you would like, you may take a folded blanket and drape it over the knees, just to kind of help release muscular effort to keep the knees together. So once you have set yourself up, we're going to engage in a little bit of pranayama, a little bit of breathing to again invite more ease into the body, more softening, and releasing what no longer serves us. So if you would like, I invite you to bring your hands to your belly. You can more easily observe the belly rising and falling with the breath. So we're going to begin with an even inhale and exhale to the count of 4 for each. And then we're going to work up to extending the exhale to 6. And then eventually extending the exhale to 8, keeping the inhale at 4. If at any point you feel like this is forced, or you feel like you're gasping or you're not getting enough air, I invite you to just bring the exhale back down, maybe the exhale to 5, or bringing it even again to 4 and 4. So again, we'll begin with a count of 4 for each. So I invite you to close the eyes, hands on the belly. I'm going to inhale to the count of 4. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Feeling the belly rise, and out, 2, 3, 4. Feeling the belly fall. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Last time with 4 out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I invite you to return to your natural breath, keeping the eyes closed, and observe. So again, we are observing the physical sensations of the body, dropping deep down into the body, noticing any shifts in energy. Now let's take one deep breath in and sigh it out. If you have placed a blanket over the knees, I invite you to remove that slowly and gently. Slowly and gently are kind of our key words for tonight for this practice. Separate the knees from each other. Our first pose that we're coming into for this practice is going to be a supported bridge. We're going to begin by drawing the knees into the belly. Let's give ourselves a little hug here. If you'd like to rock gently side to side, show that sacrum a little love, massage. And then again, roll into whichever side is more acceptable for you. Pausing for a moment. Placing the hand at the top arm firmly on the ground in front of you and gently supporting yourself up. I invite you to get either a block or a bolster if you would like for your supported bridge. And we'll move my blankets out of the way here. So once you have whichever support you have chosen, we can come back down to our side. Roll over onto our back. One of the important things to remember about bridge is once we're in it, eyes to the sky. So we do not turn our head once we're in it. So we're going to have our knees to the sky right now. Knees are bent. The soles of the feet are on the mat. We're going to slide them up toward our glutes. Then make sure that your support is handy. I'm going to invite you to take the soles of the feet onto the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. And then push against the soles of the feet, lifting the hips and sliding your support. You can have, if you're using a block, you can have it on whichever setting. I've got mine on the lowest. I am really nurturing myself tonight. So again, once you have got yourself, you have your support right beneath your sacrum, which is between your tailbone and your lower back. Once you've got that support in place, the hips are elevated, the eyes are to the sky. We're going to hold our supported bridge for 3 minutes. And I invite you to just drop in, connect with your body. Again, yogi's choice for the hands. I've got my hands palm down on my mat, feeling a little need for some grounding. If you'd like to place yours palms up. And then just holding our bridge pose for 3 minutes. To bring your awareness to your breath. You go back to a counted breath if you would like. Just really kind of give yourself what you need in this pose. About halfway there, if you need to make any kind of micro adjustments. Just a bit. Take a nice deep breath into the nose, side out through the mouth. So we take our next breath in. We're going to plant our feet firmly onto the mat, lifting the hips. We're going to move the support, but we're going to move our spine very, very slowly, one vertebra down at a time. So don't go crashing down to your mat. So once you've shifted your support out of the way, we're going to slowly, your exhale, come down to the mat, one vertebra at a time, moving very slowly, very gently. Then you may extend your legs out on your mat in Shavasana. We're going to take a rebound pose here. So we'll spend a minute in Shavasana observing the body, observing the effects of the pose, and bringing the awareness to physical sensations. Nice deep breath in, slide out. So our next shape we're moving into is going to be Banana Asana, which, yes, is a little nod to my inspiration of banana bread. My house still smells like banana bread, so a little bit of gratitude. I'm going to shift myself down on my mat just a little bit here. So we're going to firmly plant our hips onto our mat, and then we are going to walk our feet to the right, bringing the lower part of the body into a nice bit of a curve. Then we'll bring our arms overhead and moving the arms and toward the right as well. Now you may clasp your left wrist with your right hand. You may cross your left ankle over your right or your right over your left. You want to play with that a little bit. We have two things to keep in mind here as you're kind of finding your edge in Banana Asana. You want to feel a nice stretch along the left side of the body, the intercostal between the ribs, those muscles. If you experience any tingling in the arms, you may clasp your elbows or Bring your arms to your chest. We do not want to experience pain. We do not want to experience tingling. Those are messages from our body that we've gone past our edge. So if you are feeling that it is within your practice to have the arms overhead, clasping the wrist in the right hand, and again, bringing yourself to your edge, playing with the ankles, seeing which one you're going to cross over the other, and once you find your perfect banana asana for your body today, where you are today, we'll hold this for 3 minutes. I will let you know when we're at the halfway point. Your body may open up a little further and you may want to make a micro adjustment. Again, if at any point there's tingling, please move the arms to the chest. You're about at the halfway point. So if you feel that you would like to make any adjustments, if you're opening up into it, you want to go a little bit deeper, I invite you to do that. If you need to back out at all, whatever your body is asking for. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. You can release that wrist, bring the arms down. If your ankles are crossed, you may uncross them, walk your feet back to the center. Your spine back into alignment. So shifting the torso and the upper body back into alignment. Slide a little bit up here. And now we're going to do that same thing, but to the other side. So we're going to walk our feet to the left. Find your edge. Bring the arms up overhead. Bring the arms crack and the torso to the left, coming into that nice right banana shape. And grasp that right wrist with the left hand now. And if you'd like to cross one ankle over the other, again, you can play with that. See which you would rather have, the outer over the inner or the inner over the outer. And once you find your edge, feel that nice stretch along the right side of the body. We'll hold this again for 3 minutes, and I will let you know the halfway point. I'm just going to give you a lot of silence during this practice, but I want you to know that I am present with you. I am certainly sending out love and light to each of you. I really kind of feel that need for some silence and some self-nurturing. We're at the halfway point here, so if you feel like you'd like to make any micro adjustments, I invite you to do so now. A nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. Releasing the wrist. Bring the arms back down. Uncrossing ankles. Bring the feet back. And just take a moment to kind of shift the body. Bring the spine back into alignment. Then legs are extended out into Shavasana for our rebound again. So taking a minute here to really feel the physical sensations of the body, observing the experience of the body from the pose. Try a nice deep breath through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Take another breath in. On the exhale, let's bring the knees into the chest. Wrap our arms around them. Give ourselves a hug and a gentle rock from side to side. When you're ready, we're going to roll to whichever side is more accessible. Take a moment to maybe rest your head on your bicep. Just pause here for a moment. Plant that hand of the top arm firmly on the earth in front of you, the mat or the floor, and support yourself up. We're going to come into a butterfly fold, and I am going to invite you to get all the props. I am going to place a blanket beneath my hips to elevate them. I'm going to grab my blocks and my bolster. So again, if you have beach towels or blankets, grab those. So coming first into a seated position, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. For you. Soles of the feet together, but then we're going to slide them away from the body. Then I'm going to bring my blocks to support my knees. Dealing with a little bit of pain this evening, so self some extra love here. And then I invite you to place, you can place the bolster across your lap, and then we'll fold over it, or if you would like to support yourself this way. Again, depending on what support you have, if you have a pillow, it can go right across your lap. So my hips are elevated slightly, my knees are supported. I'm going to inhale and lengthen through the crown. So inhale as if my crown is being drawn up toward the ceiling, and then I'm going to fold forward, the spine does round. The intention is to bring the head to the heels. You can see my head is nowhere near my heels, but that is the intention, to bring the head toward the heels. We're supporting the body because we're going to hold our butterfly fold for 5 minutes. So go ahead and take your time and really make sure that you've got all the support that your body needs. We're really not exerting ourselves muscularly with our yin shapes. We're supporting ourselves. We do want to feel that we're at an edge. So again, I'll let you know at the halfway point, but if at any point you feel called to make a micro adjustment, I invite you to honor that. I also invite you to just go inward during our butterfly fold here. About at that halfway point, if you'd like to make any adjustments, I invite you to do so. A nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Walk ourselves up and remove our props. Slide those out of the way. Taking our time, moving really, really slowly between shapes. So as we shift our props out of the way, we will come down to rebound on our backs. Again, a really gentle entry is to come lying on your side first, and then rolling onto your back. And again, taking the rebound as an opportunity to observe the bodies, any sensations you may be feeling. Dropping deep down into the body and really connecting with your physical experience. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Sighing it out through the mouth. Nice breath in. As we exhale, we draw the knees in toward the chest. Give ourselves a hug. And again, a gentle rock, side to side. And then coming to roll onto our side for a moment. Taking a pause here. The next shape we come into is going to be a reclined twist. And if you would like to get any props, I'm going to invite you to get those for yourself now. I'm going to press my palm into the earth in front of me, slowly and gently support myself up. I know I'm going to get a blanket to place beneath my shoulder and a block to place beneath my knees. You may actually enjoy a bolster, a blanket if you would like anything. And then once you've got everything, come back down to the side, roll gently to your back. Again, we'll draw those knees into the chest. You can bring the arms either out to your sides, or I'm sorry, out to a T, or you can bring them into goalpost arm, depending on how much room you have. Give myself a little more space here. And then we're going to slowly and gently drop the knees down to the right side. And remember that the higher the knees are up, the closer they are to the body, the higher in the spine you're going to feel the twist. And then the farther away the knees are from the body, the lower in the spine you're going to feel the twist. So as you bring your knees to the right, just kind of play with where you want your twist to be based on where you are right now. And then if you need, that left shoulder should be on the mat. If it is not in contact with the mat, or if you're just feeling like you need a little extra nurturing, bring a blanket beneath that shoulder. So find your edge in your twist. Again, the eyes can be to the sky. Or if you would like a little bit more of a gentle twist, you can turn your head over and bring your gaze over your right shoulder. If you'd like to deepen your twist, you can turn your head to the left, bring your gaze over your left shoulder. So finding your twist and holding for 3 minutes. We're about at the halfway point. If you feel like you need to make any micro adjustments, I invite you to do so now. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Returning the head to neutral if you had it turned one way or the other. Bring the knees, draw the knees back into the chest. If you have any props that you need to shift to the other side, I invite you to do that. And then we will slowly and gently lower the legs to the left. And bring the arms back out to either our goalpost or our T. So again, finding your shape, your twist. And then holding for 3 minutes. Again, remembering the gaze can be over the left shoulder for more of a gentle twist. Gaze can look up in neutral or gazing over the right shoulder to deepen your twist. Halfway through the shape, if you are feeling like you want to make any micro adjustments, I invite you to do that now. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Returning the head to neutral. Bringing the knees into the chest. Giving ourselves a little bit of a hug. Then we can roll to our side for a moment here. So we're going to bring ourselves into legs up the wall or legs up the chair, depending on what you have accessible. So we'll plant our hand of our top arm into the earth, gently support ourselves up. If you are coming into legs up the wall, I'm going to invite you to bring yourself so you're sitting right up against your wall. And then you're going to rotate yourself so that you're against the wall, your legs are straight up against the wall. I'm going to come down from my half wall here so I don't put my feet through the window. And those of us who are going into legs up a chair, if you'd like to, you can put a bolster or blanket on your hips. And then we'll just have our feet elevated. The knees are not directly over the hips with this. If you're going legs up a chair, or legs up a stool, or legs up a bench. You can find yourself into your position, either legs up the wall or legs up an object. And then I invite you to inhale deeply. And sigh it out. We'll just spend a couple minutes here. I'm going to invite you to really connect with your breath, kind of where we started the practice. Observing the breath, physical sensations, and maybe the effects of the breath, and to bring your awareness to it. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. I don't know about you, but I could really kind of stay here forever. However, I realize that we do need to end our practice. So if your knees, if your feet are on a chair or a bench or a stool, just bring the knees into the chest. If your legs are up the wall, just walk yourself gently down. So again, just kind of the reverse of how you got up there. Walk your feet to the side. And then we're going to come into Shavasana. So we bring our practice into our final pose here for just a few moments. I invite you to connect again with the intention that you set for yourself in the beginning of your practice. You're going to lie on your mat in Shavasana and reconnecting with that intention that you set for yourself. What is it that you need? What is it that you wish to cultivate in your life or that you wish to release? Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Slowly and gently returning movement to the body, wiggling fingers and toes. Circling hands at wrists, feet, and ankles. Taking a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, stretching the arms overhead as if it's your first stretch of the morning. Another nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, bring the knees into the chest, wrap our arms around them, give ourselves a great big hug, as if you are welcoming someone very dear to you. Rock gently side to side, and then come rolling to the side that is accessible to you. The hand of the top arm, planting it firmly on the ground in front of you, and gently and slowly supporting yourself up, coming into a seated position. I invite you to bring your hands to heart center, prayer position. It's been an honor to share this practice with you. I send each of you so much love and light. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.